National Institute of Science and Technology. Today, we are going to look at the two useful reading techniques. First and foremost, I'll give you a situation for you to determine what techniques you will be using for. Alright? Situation 1. Suppose you have an exam in a few days. You need to review the material, but the coverage is quite long and you don't want to read everything. What will you do to have an organized way of studying all of your lessons? Perhaps you may use skimming. By skimming, you can quickly locate the information you haven't mastered yet and study only that material. This process of reviewing is called skimming. It's a fast reading technique. Situation 2. Suppose you want to know the meaning of the word virtuous from a dictionary. How will you start searching the letter? You may use another technique, scanning. By scanning, you will start searching the letter V first, then I, and then R. By then, you will probably have found the word. This process of searching is called scanning. It is a fast technique of reading. Skimming and scanning are two very different strategies for reading techniques. They can be used in different purposes, and they are not meant to be used all the time. Skimming and scanning can be useful when you need to find answers from a large piece of text. Sometimes, you don't have enough time to read an entire piece of text, or maybe because many part of the text is not relevant or useful to your purpose. This lesson will help you learn how to use skimming and scanning. You will find how you can use when completing your projects. What is skimming? Skimming is fast reading to get a general idea or main points of the text. It will give you an overview or main points of the text. You may wonder what skimming looks like. When skimming text, you let your eyes run along the page or pages. Do not read everything, but try to skip the text. Read the first and last sentences of the paragraph. Read the introduction and summary. Read a few examples until you understand the concept they are meant to illustrate. How to skim? When you are skimming, read the title, read the subtitle or introduction, read the first sentences of each paragraph. Notice any pictures, charts, graphics, or bold words. Read the summary or last paragraph if there is one. Now, let's practice skimming using the paragraph given. Let's skim the first and last sentences from the paragraph given. Alright, I'll just read first, okay? In recent years, evidence has been collected which suggests that the proportion of British children and teenagers who are unhappy is higher than in many reports. Other developed countries around the world, for example, a recently published report set out to measure well-being among young people in 19 European countries, found out that the United Kingdom came bottom. The report was based on statistics and surveys in which young people answered questions on a wide range of subjects. The United Kingdom is a relatively unequal country with a relatively high proportion of young people living in households with less than half the national average income. This seems to have a negative effect on how they feel about themselves. The general idea or main points here are two. There are two. 1. The British children and teenagers who are unhappy. 2. This seems to have a negative effect on how they feel about themselves. Okay? Those two are the general or main points of the text. Another technique is scanning. Scanning is a little different than in skimming. When you were scanning, you were rapidly moving your eyes over the text in order to locate the specific details. There are three steps to scanning, including 1. When you are scanned, you are searching for a keywords. Move quickly over the page. You are doing more searching than reading, and you are looking for specific information such as names, dates, numbers, programs, and what you are looking for. Let's practice scanning. Now, let's scan for the information we selected from the given passage that we read earlier. Okay? How many European countries are in the first report? So, we are searching for numbers. How many? There are 19 European countries are in the first report. Skimming and scanning does take time to practice and learn how to do. These two techniques can be useful when you need to find specific information quickly. Skimming and scanning may help you. Until next time.